occur. Okay, so the news stuffuses nowis is so some of them ready. Look at this guy. This is the chariot, and if you look at it, look at I'm worked on getting some of this detail so it looked super sweet. I took some time getting some of these textures and getting it to look war-torn. As you can see, it is pretty positive that's the level we need right there. That's one. It's a little teeny baby compared to the rest. And I put a a holder on it to give it a way to stand up straight because I didn't have any reference on the back, so it can sit there and it sits on the front. It can be big as you want. It's probably about 10 foot. Is it 10 foot? And the next one here is this guy, this fella. More detail, put the detail in, and kept the geometry way low, and just it looked really good. And that is, still looks old, it's ancient, but very nice, as you can see. Okay, and here are the pieces. These are the extent of pieces that, for this one, this is the extent of pieces. I made one that was damaged too, so we can put that in there. But it built. This is what it looks like built. I created these. The cap. There's a cap on the front. You can put a cap on the front, cap on the back for when use if it's like a tunnel walking through, or if it's. I'm assuming that's what you were envisioning, is a tunnel to walk through, but that's what it looks like. With here, let's clear out the lines. But yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Goes through, and the mandalas going down, and not really. Most of these are for just to create, so the mandalas can be different as they go down. So all these are different plus, and sun coming in through here, sun coming in through the side, some bright, glares on the sun that are coming through. They look nice. This is without fog. The new version kind of is a little it's a little wonky. I gotta figure out how to control the fog, because the fog is now implemented into it now. So coming into this new version, the fog is a little it's unusual. It's not in the post-production as it was before, so I gotta figure that out. But just to show you what we're dealing with these. Okay, and then this little guy here, well, the biggest he has, is a walk-through area that has just some debris. This is just some debris, some stone debris. But as you can see, I worked on getting the detail. And then look up top. This came out really well because I had to. This is normals. This is geometry, but these are all normals. So saved a lot of geometry on. I was gonna do them. I was gonna do them as geometry, but I was like, no. Number one, because it doesn't need to be geometry because they kind of fade in to because they're basically brick that's being worn away. So I thought, well, let me try some techniques on getting the normals in there and see what they look like with the brick, and that came out really good. A little bit of green there, a little bit of green growing, and then the undercarriage here is, and it's got a little outcropping. I call it an outcropping. This little guy here. This is a separate thing too, so this can be moved. Whatever you want to do, and then some walls that can be repeated. They're separate, so they can be repeated as many times as necessary on both sides or whatever. However we block it in, you know. Yeah. That's the other one, and that brick top looks really cool, I think. Along, you know, the brick on top of that stone really kind of we should probably think about doing some more items like that with some brick type stuff, because there's no real brick stuff, because, you know, there's not in the culture. They really didn't make anything. I wonder, looking at the pictures, I wonder who made this and why they made the stone. Maybe it was for foundation. They made the stone, you know, because this whole part is completely worn away, whereas this stone is still completely intact. I mean completely intact. So I don't know. I don't know why they would have added this part on after. This one has just 1 and 2. So this is one material. This is one material. This is one material, and this is one material. Because, you know, I have to separate them. This is one material, and then the cap is, front is, this first one is, and then all these are different materials. So this has quite a few materials, but necessary, because when you're repeating so many things over and over, you want to be able to instance them and duplicate them, because they won't have, that's a great way where the algorithm can reference, it'll reference one and then build the geometry. And they are built to scale too, so I mean, they'll, you know, just like all the stuff I make, you know, it'll pop right in. And but yeah, it's bunch of time, man. These frickin' the geometry on these buildings, man. Yeesh. This is developing techniques, you know, and now I've actually started. Now I've decided I'm gonna save whatever I can. I'm gonna save items that are pre-built, that are at this final stage, but yet not fully integrated yet. So then I can take those and use those in other ones. I'm hoping that will work, and then I can build more and quicker. But yeah, that's what we got. That's what I got for you today. Okay, man. Have a good night.